Hiya guys, Untitled back again with a unbagging build. Sadly, no more unbuilds, but anyway, I got a treat for you. Check it out. Da 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 da! Gyarados, the water-type Pokemon that evolves from a Magikarp. Its fury is so great that it can actually destroy entire villages. Well, that's according to the Pokemon lore, but we're actually going to build a Gyarados, not enrage one. Now, if you've checked out my Magikarp unbag and build video, was unboxing build, I can't remember, but anyway, if you check that video out, you'll see how that video was done. But for this video, we're going to unbag the Gyarados. Now, let's see how many bags we've got, and let's also take a look at the instructions while we're at it. Okay, so I'm gonna need to show the pieces. I've got 4 bags worth, so I'm gonna need to sort out all the pieces before I get to work on this, guys. So I shall see you in a second. Okay, so all the pieces are now in their proper groups. I've sorted them out respectively. It is gonna be quite a fun little build, I will admit. Let me explain what we got. We got some Cerulean Blues here. We got some 1x1s, 2s, and 3s here. We've also got some L's and T's, 2x2s and 2x3s here. I didn't have the capacity to separate them into further groups, but this is the best I can do. Then I've also got some pink T's here and 1x1s. I've also got some red 1x1s right here. Then some white 1x1s right here. We've got some cream, light brownish, I like to say. So I've got some 2x3s here and some T's. I've got 1x3s, 1x2s, and 1x1s right here, and the next pieces, these are kind of light grayish. So I've got some 1x1s, 1x2s, 1x3s, and some L's here. So we've got a nice variety of colors. I think the light grays, the pale light grays, are going to be for Gyarados' fins and scales. So we'll get to that as soon as we get there, but for the time being, I need to assemble the pieces that I will need for step 1 of the build. Okay, so for this step, I need a blue T, 3 1x3s, and for the light brown, I've got a 2x3, 2 T's, 2 1x3s, and 2 1x2s. So now I'm going to get started on this step of the build, and see where we go. Alright, so step 1 of the build is now complete. What I had to start off with was a light brown 2x3 right here in the middle. Then the 2 1x2s right here on both sides. Then I put on another light brown 1x3 right here in the middle. So that's good, got a good, well, where it's vertical instead of horizontal. Then a T with the point facing the back. Then on top, I did the light brown 2x3 right here. Followed by the blue 1x3 here on top of each one of those 1x2s. Then I applied the blue T right here, and then with the point facing the back again. Then filled up the gaps next to it with a 1x3 here and here in blue, and then another T here for the back. So that step is now complete. We've got ourselves a fairly nice solid foundation for carrying on with the build. So I'm going to get started on step 2 of the build, and I need to show you guys what pieces you will need for this. Okay, so the pieces for step 2 are as follows. A blue 1x2 and a 1x3 here. Also 2 1x1s right there. Followed by 4 2x3s right there. Next up, we've got some light browns as well. We've got some 1x3s, a T, and 3 2x3s. So we're going to carry on building up the main body of Gyarados. And this is what we'll need for the next step. So let me take care of this in a second, guys. Okay, so step 2 is now complete. Let me show you what I had to do. From this layer, I had to use some of my 2x3s in a very similar pattern that everyone might be familiar with, the old 1-2, 1-2. So I did light brown, then blue, then light brown, then blue again, and then a 1x3 light brown here. Really easy to remember. Then here at the front, I did the light brown 2x3. I also did the T here at the back first, so that's easy to remember to do it. Then I filled in the gap, with the point facing towards the front. Then I did the blues, the 1x1s here and here. Then another light brown 1x3 here in the middle. Then after that, those two pieces, is 2 more 2x3s here in blue. Then a 1x3 here, and 1x2. So we are working up towards the tail and the main head of the body. But for now, we're going to gather the pieces that we'll need for step 3. Okay, so the pieces that you'll need for step 3 of the build are 4 2x3s in blue, and 2 2x2s, again in blue. Then for the light browns, I've got 2 2x3s here, and T, and a little 1x1 here on its own. Now, these two you're going to have to pay attention to. A light grey 1x3 and a light grey 1x1. Not a white, a light grey. If you are sorting out your models, make sure that you if you are going to sort out your pieces first, make sure you do it under a bright light so that it doesn't confuse you. And to make sure that you got a perfect organizing system for your bricks, so that they don't mix up. Otherwise, you don't want a grey teeth or a white fin for Gyarados. So with that said and done, I'm going to move on to step 3. Okay, so step 3 of the build is now complete. First of all, I did the front here, for this layer. One of the light brown 2x3s right here. Then on the right here is another 2x3. A 2x2 in blue, and then a 2x3 right here, so that it gives a nice bit of stability to the model from the lower layers. Then at the back here, I did the light grey 1x1 right here at the bottom. Then a 2x3 right here, followed by the light brown T here. Then on top, I went with the light grey 1x3 first, so that it's easy to know where to put it, and creates a bit of a foundation block for the rest of the build. Then I did a the blue 2x3 right here, and another light brown 1x1 here. Then again, for the front is another light brown 2x3 with a 2x2 blue here, and the 2x3 blue right there. If you're wondering why are we doing it like this, it's just so that the model has a bit more structural integrity, a good solid integrity for the build for later on for when we carry on with the model. So which we are going to do, we're going to move on to step 4 now. Okay, so the pieces that we're going to need for this step are a blue 2x3, a blue 2x2, a T, 3 1x2s, and a 1x1 right there. We've also got a light brown 2x3 here, and again, light grey 1x2s, and a 1x2 here, and two 1x1s. So we're gonna build up more of Gyarados' head, but we're also going to start creating the base for the tail fin that Gyarados has. But we're going once we've done this step, we're actually going to put it on hold for a bit and then work on the rest of the model. But speaking of the model, let me show you guys what I've done with step 4. Okay, so step 4 is now complete on the model. What I've done is I started off with the blue T right here, and then I put in a cream 2x3 right here. Then at the back is a blue 2x3 and then 2x2 right here, followed by a light grey 1x1 right here in the middle, as you can see. Now I've done the tail fin separately so that I could show you guys what I had to do first and foremost. So what I did was I started off with the blue 1x2 here, then applied 2 more with one on top of each other fully right here at the end. Then a light grey 1x2 here and a 1x1 right here, followed by a blue 1x1 right here at the top. Now once this is done, you just take the model, there we go, and apply it on like so. Oh, so we've got ourselves the base for the tail fin. Make sure that the light greys are kind of visually linked with each other. But they don't have to be physically, just visually. So don't worry about... well, it's easy to take the tail fin off, on and off, in case you do mix it up a bit. But that's how I've done it. And now I'm going to get all the pieces that I will need for step 5, where we start to work on Gyarados' very furious mouth. Okay, so the pieces that we'll need for step 5 are as follows. 2 white 1x1s, 2 pink T's, and a 1x1. Then for the light browns, I've got 2 1x1s, 2 1x2s, a 2x3, sorry, and a 1x3 right here. Then for the blues, I've got a 1x2, 4 1x3s, and a T. So we have ourselves a good solid foundation and ready for step 5. So I'm going to show you guys what I've done in a second. Okay, so step 5 is nearly complete. I want to show you guys exactly what you have to do with this step. So first of all, I did the main part of the body right here. So I did 3 1x3s, 2 here at the side, at the front, and 1 behind it, where they and with the front 2 first, you have to make sure that there is a gap. Otherwise, otherwise the rest of the step would not come together. I'll show you in a minute. Then I did a light brown 1x3 here, followed by a blue T, with 2 more light browns here and here, and then a blue 2x3 here, and then 1x3 here, and then 1x2 here. Now, this is going to be the very important part, because step 5 also has a 2-part step build to it. So first of all, I've got a base with the light brown 2x3 here, followed by the white 1x1s here and here, with the light brown 1x1s here and here, and the pink 1x1 right here. So that's that done. Then on top of that, you have to put on the 2 purple 2x2s on top of each other, as you can see right here visually. And then what you have to do is put these 2 on top of each other, and then position it like so. So we're starting to work on Gyarados' mouth. Now don't worry if it comes a little unstable, we should be able to fix this in the next step. So I need to show you guys what pieces I need for when I do this. Okay, so we are going to finish off the mouth in this step. That's why we have a little pink 1x1 here. We've also got some light brown 1x2s here. A blue 2x3 here. 4 1x1s, 5 1x3s, and 2 2x2s right there. So that's what this step is going to require, and let me show you guys what I've done. Okay, so we are done with step 6. So let's get the pink piece first. It's in the very middle of the T's. Hopefully if you can see it right there. Then what I did was I applied blue 1x3s here and here, and then here at the back. Then I also applied a 2x3 right here in the back as well. Then what I did after those was the little blue 1x1s here, 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 and here. So it's got that nice little blue effect that Gyarados has. Then I've applied on the light brown 1x2 here, and again here. So that was done. Then here at the top, I did a blue 1x3 here, then 2 2x2s here, and again here, and a 1x3 here at the back to make sure that there is a kind of like a 1x2 gap right in between those 2 pieces. But with step 6 now over and done with, I need to gather all the pieces that I'll need for step 7, where it looks like we are going to make more of Gyarados' furious mouth. Okay, so the pieces that we're going to need for this step, and it looks like it's going to be a 2-part step. I'll do each one for you guys and then show you the process. But the pieces that we'll need are 4 2x3s here, 5 1x3s, all in blues. Then we've got the 2 red 1x1s here, a light brown 2x3 with a 2 1x2s here, and 4 1x1s. Then 4 white 1x1s right here, and the light grey 1x1. Now make sure that you do separate the whites and the light greys first before you do any of the builds, which I will be doing part 1 of step 7. Okay, so I've got part 1 of step 7 done, first and foremost, so that you guys should know, well, you can know what you have to do first. What I did was, on both sides, was a blue 2x, as you can see right here, this is what the end result looks like. So what I did was, I put on blue 2x3s here at the back, then the light brown 1x2s here and here, followed by a white 1x1 here and here, which will be the fangs of, well, the top side of Gyarados' jaw. Then on top, I did the light brown 2x3 here. Then I went around it and applied the light blue 1x3s here and here, and then put on the blue 2x3 at the back of the cream 2x3, so that it's nice and stable when the 2x3s won't be moving around too much. So with that part of the step done, I'm going to move on to the second part now. Okay, so part 2 of step 7 is now complete. What I did was, I did the top part first so that I could show you what you could do at the bottom later. I did the blue 1x3 here in the middle, straight across, of the brown 2x3. Then the red 1x1s at the back, right here, to form Gyarados' fused size. Then the white 1x1s to help form the pupils. Now, underneath the mouth of Gyarados, what you need to do is you grab the 2 brown 1x1s here, like that, again like this, there we go, and then you apply each one like so. They have to be on the outside, they cannot be on the inside. And when that is over and done with, you are done with the top jaw of Gyarados. Now let me go back to the main model, because the other pieces are involved in this. I started off with the light grey 1x1 here at the back. Then in front of it is a blue 2x3 here. Then on both sides is blue 1x3s here and here. So what you then have to do is you have to put on the top side of the model, the mouth right here, like that. Now hopefully I've done this correctly. If not, I'm going to have to take another look. So while I take a look at the instructions, I will be back with all the pieces that you'll need for step 8 of the build. Okay, so I've got the pieces together. You need 4 1x3s, 2 blue L's, these are the blues on here. Then for the light greys, we've got 4 L's and 2 1x2s. We're just going to be working on the what looks like the ears of Gyarados. So I'll show you guys, well, these are both in parts, but I'll do part 1 for both of them and show you what you have to do. Okay, so part 1 for both sides of the what looks like the ears of Gyarados are now complete. They're really easy. You just need to put on the L's, the light grey L's, on top of the light grey 1x2s. Just make sure that the gaps are for the L's are facing where the 1x2s were horizontally pointing towards. So double check before you place your bricks on. Now with that done, this next part it might take me quite a while, so I'll get to work on it. It's part 2 of step 8. Okay, so the final parts of each step is done, I hope. What I've done is I put on the light grey L's first, so that it's gotten the nice fierce fin look. And then I applied the blue 1x3s on the model like so. Then on top, a bit of a tricky one, I did the blue L here, and then get in for the other one here. Then I applied the 1x3s to fill up the gap to carry on with the illusion of the furious fin. But with that over and done with, we just need to apply them onto the model. So what I gotta do, I hope I've got this done correctly. Looks like I haven't, so I am gonna have to adjust the model. So bear with me 2 seconds, guys. Okay, so I fixed what was the little problem. I had to make sure that it was pointing away from the white greys. As you can see right here, this is what it looks like now on the head, which is what we need. So now I'm going to pop them in place, like so. There we go. They are in place now. So I'm now going to move on to step 9 of the build, where we're going to actually carry on and create more of the top of Gyarados' head. Okay, so the pieces are now together for part 9. We need 3 2x3s here, 2 white 1x2s, 2 grey 1x3s, a blue 1x3 here, and 2 L's. And that's it really, you don't need anything else. So now I'm going to get started and get to work on step 9. Okay, so the step is now completed. What I did was started off with a blue 1x3 in the middle, right behind. Also had to change the layout of the last step again. I really messed up a bit. The L's were supposed to be going inwards towards the model itself, and I did not do that at all, so sorry about that. what I did was a blue 1x3 here. Then at the back is blue L's here and here. Oh, sorry, here and here. Followed by a light grey 1x3 at the back. And then at the top here is a blue 2x3, followed by a white 1x1s here and here, with two more 2x3s here and here for the blues, and a grey 1x3. So those steps are now done. Now it's time for me to gather the pieces that I will need for step 10, and it looks like we are going to be carrying on with more of the top of the head of Gyarados. So let me show you guys what you need. Okay, the pieces this time for the Gyarados model are 3 1x3s, 6 1x2s, 2 2x2s, and 2 2x3s for the blues. Then we got a light grey 1x2 right here at the top to help create more of the fin. So with those pieces together, I'm now going to get to work on the build. Okay, so this step is now complete for the model. What I did was I started off with the blue 2x3 at the front of, in the middle of Gyarados' head. As you can see, very furious. Then behind, on each side is a blue 1x2 here. And then here, and again at the behind those 1x2s is another 1x2 here, and then here, and then at the back is a blue 2x2 here, then a 2x3, then finally a 2x2. Then here at the top, I've done a 1x2 here, then a 1x3, followed by a 2x3, with another 1x3 here at the back, and a 1x2 here, so that we've got gone and done the top of Gyarados' head. There is one last piece that I need to tell you about, the light grey 1x2. Make sure that it is behind the 1x3 at the very, right here, at the left-hand side, when you build it. So with that over and done with, I can now move on to gather the pieces I'll need for step 11. Well, we're going to make the whiskers of sorts for Gyarados, the parts that make him very unique in the world of Pokemon. And the pieces for this build, step of the build are 2 blue L's, 2 1x3s, 6 1x2s, and 2 1x1s right here. So we're actually going to get to work on that. I thought it would be easier if I could just show you guys what you have to do. So for the top, what you need is 1x3 and an L. Apply it on like this, and then 1x2 here like that. You've got one set of the eyebrows. Then for the other side, same again, just do it exactly the opposite direction with the L. There we go. Then we apply this right here. Then one right here. Nicely done. Alright, and next up we just need the 2x2s, 2x1s and the 1x2 and the 1x1. Here we go. You apply it, you build each one like so. That is one side down, and this is the other. Then you just apply it on each side of Gyarados like so. And there we go. That step is now completed. So that's it for what looks like the whiskers for Gyarados. So now I need to gather the last pieces for the last step, which is step 12. And these are the final pieces that you will need for the Gyarados model. The 2 grey 1x2 light greys, 4 1x1s, also in light greys. In blues we need 2 1x3s, 3 1x2s, and 9 1x1s. So we are going to not only work on the finishing touches on Gyarados' head, but we're also going to build the tail fin at the same time. It was important to do everything else sooner rather than later, and do the tail fin last, so that we've got ourselves a nice good model. So let me show you guys the end result in a second. Okay, so we are nearly done with the Gyarados model. Let me show you what I had to do. First of all was the two light grey 1x2s right here at the top in a sort of like a stair formation. Then I did the blue 1x2s on top of each other like I did in the previous step, but instead of going downwards with the well, it kind of does look like the exact same, so ignore that, what I was about to say. So I then have to apply this right at the front, Gyarados' head, like so. I can fix that easily, and of course the other one as well. There we go. Back together now. And of course, let's go back to the tail fins. So what I did was I started off with the 1x3 here. Then I applied another 1x3 on top where it's got a gap in the, from the peg. Then a 1x2 here. Then I applied on both ends blue 1x1s on both sides in a stack of 3. Then in the very middle on the third row is two 1x1s, just the two. And then on both sides in slot 2 and 4 here, 2 grey 1x1s for each side, and that's that. And now the piece de resistance for the model. Gyarados is now fully assembled. And that is that. That is how you build a Nanoblock Gyarados model. If you're here in the UK, I wish you good luck in trying to find one, because I managed to get this one on Amazon, but I don't know where else you can get it. But anyway, I hope you guys managed to find one. Please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed already, and I hope to see you guys again real soon. Hiya guys, thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have, why not check out my latest video right here. If you haven't got anything to watch on the weekend or one of your days off, why not check out my playlist right here. And if you aren't a subscriber to the channel, please do hit the subscribe button and you'll be notified on my latest videos. Hope to see you again soon. Happy gaming. See you around.